Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I'm going to be doing a couple of videos about some DeWalt lighting options. This one, but I'm going to compare it to a bunch of similar forms. This one's kind of unique in a lot of ways. This is the DeWalt DCL 183, and they call it a rechargeable LED flashlight. Now the reason I'm handling these a little different than say normal tool lights is because they charge on their own. They're very similar to some of these Milwaukees or the Olights that I highlight. So this is USB-C charging. It has a kind of a side light on it, similar to like this Klein here, except this Klein takes batteries instead of a rechargeable, and then it's got the front end, and it actually has two different settings on the front end, one here, so it's not heavily featured. It's fairly heavy. It's just a little under 10 ounces, so there's some beef here. Not cheap. Has a pocket clip, but they don't give you very much to grab right there. I do like the color. It almost matches my Mac toolbox right there. So let's take a closer look at the operation. Well, let me actually start the operation. I'll just show you what it does first. So what we've got here is the flashlight out in a dark field. I'm using that rather than the work site. When I turn it on, you can see it's got a pretty good spot. It does reach out a ways. There is some flood, but it's not huge, and I'll zoom in and out in a second, and you'll be able to see that. It does have a memory, and it also will shut off after 5 seconds by a push of the button rather than cycling through the different settings. So if you want to go to different settings, you have to and it's been on, you have to turn it off and back on again. I'm not sure how I feel about the memory, because a lot of times I found I wanted to go back to the main full power out the front end, and if I left it on the side, then it would start on the side, and then I'd have to cycle. It's not a big deal. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, you can see it here. It's shooting down a trail, so you can see a fairly distinct spot that falls off pretty fast. Let me go the other way here, so you can see it's not a big floodlight. It's more of a work light, you know, aiming different tasks. Now I'm going to attach it to a fence post here, and what I've got is a kind of a way to use the side lighting. There is a magnet on the bottom. I'll show you these features on the light in a sec, but you can see it actually has, not only does it have really clear light, it's got an excellent color temperature, which is about 4500 K, but it also has a runtime of up to 6 hours on the lower setting. So first of all, one button, hit the button, turns on. I don't know if this is the high or the low. If I hit it again, let's go to here. So this is high. The high on this thing's 1000 lumens. Then it goes to a lower setting, and that's 250 lumens. And then if I go through that, I can turn on the side light here, and that one is 400 lumens. So the side light, it says you can run up to about 6.5 hours, and the low setting on the front end about 6.5 hours, but only about 2.5 if you go to the full blast one. On the back, it has a magnet. The magnet's not terribly strong. It kind of surprises me, you know, compared to a lot of these others that have, you know, really strong magnets. This is not that great. And if you wanted to put a cover over it, like you wanted to use it, there are the little bumpers here, but, you know, still, I sometimes like a little bit more coating if I was going to put it on a car's finish, but I probably won't use it for that. It does have a hook here if you can pop it free. That hook, a little bit wonky compared to some other designs. And the belt clip, I found this almost useless. You might be able to slide it into some kind of a tool bag or something, but really that's a lot of pressure to try to get it onto, say, a pocket seam. But then at a 10-ounce light, or just under, that's a lot. The USB-C charging on this, you should be able to charge it up in about 75 minutes. That's not too bad. And as I mentioned, it's got about a 4500 K color temperature, which outside to me was great. Really a nice clean light, which is something that I really like about the Milwaukees in there. I think they call it their True View. But anyway, there it is. So DeWalt, this has been out for a little while. I kind of shied away from it. Looked a little interesting, you know, for a light, and they're not cheap. Most places are selling them on sale right now for about 60 bucks, 59 and change. So how does it fit into the lineup? Well, kind of like the concept of shop knives versus real pocket knives. Is there a reason you shouldn't get a real flashlight, or you know, maybe even something higher performance? Why would you spend 60 bucks on something like this? You know, and these Milwaukees are in that same price too. I mean, they're out there in the 60 to 70 range. Why not let a flashlight expert, you know, really go after it? I don't know. The warranty on this is 3 years with a 90-day supposed money-back guarantee, and 1 year of what they call free service. So I don't know what that means in relation to the 3-year warranty. But overall, interesting light. I'm kind of looking forward to doing some head-to-head with this guy here. But overall, this DeWalt DCL 183, I don't know if you're a DeWalt fan or you like the color, or you just are interested in a light like this. Well, there it is. It's a little unique. Doesn't fit in exactly anywhere perfectly. It's its own thing. And with that, Doc out.